Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. This is Real Leather Certified Career Coach, and our topic today is understanding the three levels of a job interview and what you need to know. The difference between telephone screening, first in person, and possibly a second in person interview. So let's dive in. If your application has been successful, you may get a request for an initial interview in the form of telephone interview. And generally, this is a 15 to 20-minute meeting. And to set up a meeting, if they're interested in meeting you in person. So let's dive in. A brief telephone job interview serves several purposes in the hiring process. Here are some common reasons for conducting a brief interview. Screening candidates. Phone interviews are often used as an initial screening tool to quickly assess whether a candidate meets the basic requirements for the position. This helps employers narrow down the pool of applicants before investing time in more extensive interviews. Conducting a brief phone interview is cost-effective and time-efficient for employers to gather additional information from candidates without the need for in-person meetings. It allows recruiters to quickly identify promising candidates and eliminate those who may not be a good fit. Employers may use the phone interview to confirm information provided in the candidate's resume or application. It gives the employer the opportunity to ask specific questions about the employment history, skills, and qualifications. Phone interviews provide the opportunity to assess a candidate's communication skills, including verbal articulation, clarity, and the ability to express oneself effectively. This assessment is important for roles that require strong communication abilities. Employers may use brief phone interviews to get a sense of the candidate's personality and cultural fit within the organization. While this is not as comprehensive as an in-person interview, it can provide some initial insights. And lastly, employers can ask preliminary questions to gauge a candidate's interest in the position, motivation for applying, and general understanding of the company and its values. So, if you pass the telephone briefing, they will likely call back and schedule a meeting for your first interview. So let's dive into that one. The purpose of the first in-person job interview is to delve deeper into a candidate's qualifications, skills, and fit for the position. While a brief phone interview or initial screening may have provided some insights, the first in-person interview allows employers to assess candidates more comprehensively. Here are some key purposes. In-person interviews provide the opportunity for a more detailed exploration of a candidate's qualifications, work experience, and education. Employers can ask specific questions to better understand how the candidate's background aligns with the requirements of the job. Employers can assess a candidate's skills and competencies more thoroughly during an in-person interview. This may include technical skills, problem-solving abilities, and other job-specific competencies. In-person interviews allow employers to evaluate a candidate's cultural fit within the organization. This includes assessing the candidate's personality, values, and how well they might integrate into the company's environment. Face-to-face interviews provide a clear assessment of a candidate's communication skills, including verbal articulation, body language, and interpersonal skills. This is crucial for roles that require effective communication with colleagues, clients, or other stakeholders. Employers often use the first in-person interview to conduct behavioral interviews where candidates are asked to provide specific examples of past experiences and how they handle various situations. This helps assess a candidate's behavior, problem-solving abilities, and decision-making skills. Employers can gauge the candidate's understanding of the company, its values, and the specifics of the role during an in-person interview. This ensures that the candidate has done thorough research and is genuinely interested in the position. In-person interviews provide an opportunity for candidates to assess the organization and ask questions about the company, team dynamics, and the role itself. This two-way communication helps both parties determine if there is a good fit. And depending on the job and industry, the first in-person interview may also involve additional assessments such as skills tests, presentations, or case studies to further evaluate a candidate's capabilities. And if you pass the first interview, congratulations on making a second interview. So let's tackle that one next. The purpose of a second job interview is to delve even deeper into the candidate's qualifications, skills, and cultural fit, and to provide a more comprehensive evaluation before making a final hiring decision. The second interview is typically conducted after the initial screening and first interview, and it serves several specific purposes. The second interview allows employers to continue evaluating the candidate's qualifications in greater detail. This may involve more in-depth discussions about the candidate's work experience, education, and skills relevant to the position. For roles that require specific technical skills or competencies, the second interview may include assessments or tests to further evaluate the candidate's proficiency in those areas. This could involve practical exercises, case studies, or additional skill-based assessments. Similarly to the first interview, the second interview often involves additional behavioral questions to assess how a candidate has handled specific situations in the past. This helps predict future behavior in the workplace. Employers also use the second interview to delve deeper into a candidate's cultural fit within the organization and the compatibility with the existing team. This may involve a meeting with other team members or key stakeholders. Follow-up questions from the first interview or additional questions related to the candidate's responses may be asked during the second interview to gain a more nuanced understanding of the candidate's thought process and decision-making abilities. Depending on the nature of the position, candidates may be asked to give a presentation or complete a project assignment during the second interview. This helps assess their ability to communicate effectively and showcase their skills in a practical context. The second interview may involve discussions about compensation, benefits, or other logistical details. This is often a step forward finalizing the terms of employment. And lastly, the second interview provides an opportunity for both the employer and candidates to solidify their impressions. Employers can use this time to ensure that any remaining questions or concerns are addressed, and candidates can use it to reconfirm their interest in the position. I hope you find this helpful, and if you'd like more career guidance, please see the videos in my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.